got my compass set to about 4.5 centimeters here, and I'm going to draw a circle right in the center of the page. Put the compass point on the bottom intersection where the line crosses the circle, and set your compass to the diameter of the circle. This is how we're going to find our horizontal line if we make arcs at roughly 90 degrees from the center line. Points where they cross will tell us where the horizontal line is. And then we'll join the two arcs together to find our horizontal line. Now we're going to set the compass back to the original size of the first circle. Move it over to this intersection on the right and draw a semicircle so it just crosses the main circle just a little bit, and then we're going to join the points where the circles cross. So what we're doing here is, this is how we divide the circle into 10. Put the compass in this cross section here and set it so that it meets the top intersection of the circle, and draw another semicircle. Put the compass back in the center and set it so that it meets the point where that semicircle that we just drew crosses the horizontal line. Now with the compass set to that size, we move up to the top intersection and draw a circle. Move along to the point where that circle crosses the main circle and draw another circle. And then we're just going to work our way around the whole circle doing that. And that's going to help us divide the circle into 10. This bit is really tricky to get right. It all depends on how accurate the first few steps were. So don't worry if you get it wrong. Like, it's really hard to get it right first try. As long as you get it close enough, that's all that matters. If it's not close enough, if it's totally way off, just scrap it and start again. It's still early days, so you're not losing too much. Alright, so now all of those circles are drawn. these points here where the circles cross and where we had the compass point, we need to connect those together through the center. But we don't need to go all the way through the center of the mandala with the line. We can just stick to the outer ring. This way it doesn't make too much of a mess and it doesn't get too confusing in the center. Okay, that's all of them. Now we need to find the triangle in the center. So if we use these 2 points here, connect them together, that'll be the top of our triangle, the inverted triangle pointing down. See how it crosses these 2 lines here? It's quite interesting. Now if we use our main circle as the guide, the point where the line we just drew crosses the main circle, connects to the bottom intersection of the circle. To give us one side of the triangle, we do the same on the other side, and we've got the other side of the triangle. I'll add a bit of colour so you can see exactly where that is. Using yellow, obviously, colour of the chakra. Okay, so now we're going to use these points where the small circles cross and do just like we did before. We're going to connect them through the center. But again, there's no need to draw the line all the way through the center. We're just going to do it in the outer ring, just so it doesn't make a mess. Now that's divided into 20. Now we're going to find our petals. So if we take the top line of the triangle, and you see this point where it crosses this small circle, we're going to set our compass from the center point to that point where it crosses. And we'll draw a circle all the way around. That's going to be the halfway mark of our petals. To find the top of the petal, we need to connect these two intersections. And the point where they cross the center line, the vertical line, is going to be the top of the petals. So we'll put our compass in the center, set it to that line, that cross. And draw a circle. And then we'll freehand the petals. We'll focus on this section here. We draw an arc going up to the halfway mark, this point where there's an intersection between the two circles. Then we'll move up to the top intersection and we'll do an arc going the opposite direction. We'll mirror that on the other side. And then we'll work our way around until we've got 10 petals. Now I can add some colour to those petals so you can see exactly where they are. And that's it. That's the solar plexus chakra symbol. That's the basic structure for it using sacred geometry. I hope you found that useful. Let me know in the comments if you did. Make sure you like, subscribe, join the channel if you want to support me making these tutorials. And yeah, thanks for watching. Ta-ra.